All right, this is going to be shit. There we go. I'm gonna attempt to do a video on a side jack unit, and it's going in the first spot. I pull it up to my Stinger on the ball stand. That will fold up. You'll see it here in a minute. I'm gonna try and do this in one take. I don't know if it's gonna go. Most of your jacks are in the middle, like that one. Now, one thing I've done, I've modified my Stinger, then it's not like everybody else's. Forgive me for the truck running, but I moved the pulley down. The pulley was up here, and now it's down here, so the cable stays lower instead of being up at an angle. And then there's holes in my center, or in my Stinger. So basically, I'm gonna pull that from back there to here by the ball stand, and then I'll put my pins in, and that's where that little fucker will live. I'm not putting it to here. It's the easiest way I found to do with a side jack, because obviously we have holes. We don't have anything here to transfer from the load wheel to the ball to this ball stand. So we'll just drag it all the way up, and y'all will see what I mean. Bear with me. This is the first time I'm actually doing this. But what I do is I wrap the cable around the ball stand. Now, this is not your typical, you can use a regular ball stand. I got one that interchanges this piece here. You can go 2" or 2 5/16, and you can go from like, I think a 3" I think there's one more taller than that, but I like it so that it's not nose down. Gives a little more clearance when it's sitting up there versus being 3" lower if it was on the regular ball stand. So, and also, if I was using a regular ball stand, it ain't but about 2" difference between here and where that ball sits on a regular ball stand. But this is the first time I've used this ball stand, so hopefully it's drilled right. Those are drilled right. We'll go from there. But we're gonna try this. I don't know how it's gonna progress. I also don't have my pry bar, so it's gonna be interesting when we get up by the tabs on the jib or the extension or whatever the fuck you want to call that. But I'm gonna set this here so y'all can kind of see, and hopefully this comes out right. Of course, it helps if I push the correct button. Now from here, and as you can see from here, it's literally going to ride up that ramp over that transition. Now I can tell you the hopping back and forth is because we're on the ramps. On the conventional ball stand, it doesn't do that as much, but nonetheless, don't be afraid of it. And I'm gonna put you over to here, and well, I want to make sure everything's as lined up as we can get it. So here's where we're going to need a pry bar. Yeah. Oh. Well, maybe not. That went a little more. That went differently in my head. gonna find a pry bar. Got a jack handle, not a pry bar, but it will work. You gotta clear the tabs. Hopefully you can see that. But once you get over the tabs, see right now it's kind of split on the top of the tabs right here, and then they'll sit down as they come forward. And if you notice, it's kind of leaning towards the driver's side. I'm gonna try to set this down.